Personal is political. I came across this quote yesterday when I was reading about feminism, second wave of feminism. So this quote basically, became very prominent in the second wave of feminism, which began in 1960s. And in that context, we can understand that, yeah, feminism was important. The quotation is also very relevant. But in this video, I'm going to talk about how this quotation is still very important and we should not forget it, that we still have a very long way to go. And before I dive deep into my analysis of this quotation in the present context, first of all, most of guys who start feeling insecure when we talk about feminism, to guys, feminism is not something about, hating males or male hatred. I do not believe in that concept, and for that matter, most of people, even have their approach towards egalitarianism, which is a beautiful concept. But first, it is not something which is male hatred, and second, when I'm talking about feminism, it's very relevant because no male, I mean, there would be, but no male, or not that much number of males, have struggled as far as we have struggled from ancient times. I mean, from ancient times, a woman has struggled to get position, to get power, to show up, that they are deserving of what they have, that they have equal potential and even far more than what you occupy without having that right potential, because you are male, you have that sort of privilege of being a male, being superior, being dominant, that you are at a beautiful place than where we are. I mean, if you look at back, go and read some history, there would be a lot of things, that we were confined to our households. Even this happens now. We were confined to the four walls of house. We were not allowed to go pursue our passion was a difficult term at that point of time for us to pursue passion. So with that being said, I mean, there is less struggle for males, and I mean, there should not be insecurity within you, or you should not take this topic very lightly, that it is something which happens, so it is happening. It is happening because we have built this over a period of time, and it's our responsibility to break it down and to build something new. Because you if we becoming the new phase, the new youth, the new blood, we will not do this, then again it will go on, and this notion of gender would continue to exist and act. And nowadays, there is a very benevolent way of sexism and patriarchy in which it operates. It's very kind, it's very subtle, but yet it still operates in a very subtle way, that you will yourself feel shame and objectified for being a female, and you cannot even say about it or talk about it, because this comes with butter and cream, where it does not openly rebel what you do or go against you. And I mean, there's a lot much to say, that the struggle for females to establish their identity in the society has been far more huge, and we should not forget the contribution of those leaders who have made their impact in our society by contributing, be it the feminist leaders, Maya Angelou, or anyone whom you read. And with that being said, that the question of identity for female has been a long struggle, and their mobility, their decisions have been dependent upon anyone else. I mean, guys would not or find it hard to feel it, because there has been a long, it has been with them for granted. So I mean, but I would try for even males to make them understand about this, that for us it has been a struggle, a fight, a battle, and it has been quite less for you. So first of all, that is an appreciation. But now, if we recognize this struggle, we must appreciate it, we must support it, and we should be a little more cautious about our own decisions, our own choices. Even if it is subtle, we should be conscious about it. That isn't it the subtle form of patriarchy, or the notion to control someone, or the notion that being a female, she should be the one who should serve, who should take care, who should give respect. Even now, I mean, I am at my hometown in Varanasi, and now also the Pada system still operates, and it is expected from a female to have their pallu, because it's a very beautiful notion, a very beautiful way to show respect to the guys or the male members of in the society. It does not matter whatever they do, but you still have to do this further, because you have to show your respect. And if you do not do, you are considered to be too progressive, too modern, or someone who is who cannot be understood, and someone out of the box, out of the league, too modern. These are the taunts which are passed to females. And that is the notion of society which has been established over a period of time. And why I'm talking about this, because when I gave the example of parda or pallu, second, what I see in females, or where I'm living, and I have been to Delhi also, but still there is an expectation of care, serving, and there is no acknowledgement, there is no appreciation of the time that a female that she contributes into making everything perfect. Even if she is managing the home, she is a housewife, she is putting a lot more effort than a 9 to 5 job. And she is waking up at 5, she is sleeping when everyone is slept, and she is putting her time, energy, everything. But that does not find any place in the world, and she herself does not have any escape. And this is what makes me feel like personal is still political, and it should be a lot political, because we have a long way to go, and this silent struggle should come out. It should be seen with a lot more naked eyes, with a lot more people, so that the change start happening. Even if there is no big policy, no announcement, the change can start from you, the simple heart which you carry, the emotion which you feel. Go and appreciate your mother. Go and just appreciate her efforts, her contributions. Not because you have learnt it from somewhere, but you genuinely feel it. That's how the change start happening. We talk about a lot of things like protection. A girl should be protected and everything. A girl is capable of her own protection. What she needs is someone who can understand, someone who can contribute, someone who can be with her, and not to be surveillanced a lot. I mean, girls also need independence for their dreams, for their passion, for their ambition. And it should not come with something that they are granting to us. It is something which we deserve for. So these are very subtle form of patriarchy. I mean, very subtle. Even it is ignored. I don't know how many number of times it goes unacknowledged, it goes unappreciated, and most of the times I have seen, how do we talk to our mothers, or someone who serve us, or who take care of us, especially to the male members. We do take her things very for granted, that this is her work show, so she is doing. I have not asked for anything, still she is pinching me to do this, give this, eat this. We should appreciate that, not reprimand her for doing that. And that's the attitude of a lot of youngsters which is developed, and which I see, and which I feel is not good, because they are putting their time, energy, and still she is struggling hard to get that self-respect. At the end, her self-respect comes to zero, her self-esteem is nowhere in place. This is what matters. This is what I talk about, and I wanted to talk about. That's why I say personal is still very political. Thank you so much.